Károly Illy,
Yeah,
thank you for joining us at Scotland today at the World Conference on Tobacco Control.
it's a pleasure.
Can you tell us a little about your role for your organisation and what you're looking forward to most about the conference this week?
I am the CEO of Longfonds, and Longfonds is the Dutch Lung Foundation. We take care of the interest of people with lung diseases. We finance scientific research in order to prevent lung diseases from happening or treat them better. And we take care of prevention, which means in our case, air quality and a smoke-free and a vape-free generation. And regarding this conference, actually I'm looking for best practices. In the Netherlands, we are relatively farther ahead than other countries, but we're not there yet, and we are a very, very small country, so we really need other countries in Europe to follow us, but not only follow us, but to move ahead with much more than we do now.
Thank you. Can you talk us through some of the best practice that you have in the Netherlands that those of us in Scotland and the UK might be able to learn from?
I do not know exactly which are the regulations at the moment in the UK and in Scotland, but for instance, we now in the Netherlands have a complete ban on flavours for e-cigarettes. And that's a good thing, because basically for teenagers, e-cigarettes, vapes without a flavour are not interesting. So teenagers only use e-cigarettes with flavour. So the fact that we have a ban on flavours is good. The bad thing, of course, is that we're such a small country and it's only 1 hour away to Germany or to Belgium to buy the products with flavour. So that's why we need an international collaboration regarding this. But this is, for instance, one of the things we have accomplished.
Excellent. And have you started to see the results of those restrictions? Is there evidence showing that they are discouraging young people from uptaking e-cigarettes?
Unfortunately, no. And that is because it is very hard to maintain this. Because teenagers, they know how to find their products, and dealers are on the corner of high school, where they sell their products coming from China or from I don't know where. So it is a good thing that we have this regulation, but truthfully it is very hard to maintain it.
And you're talking about the need for smoke-free and vape-free environments.
Yeah.
Can you talk us through the learnings from Netherlands in terms of those regulations? Are they already in place, or how effective are they looking?
Well, our intention is, and that's a firm Dutch intention, that you at some point in time you can only buy nicotine products in special nicotine shops. Last year, 6,000 selling points, which were all the supermarkets, were banned from selling. So 6,000 selling points were out. So it's good that you are not anymore able to buy it in the supermarkets. But unfortunately, you can buy it in special shops and where they sell gasoline and petrol. In 2030 and 2032, also those circumstances will be banned. We are now trying to get that to 2028. That's difficult, but we have good hopes that we will manage, and that will be wonderful, because then from 2028 you can only buy nicotine products in special shops where you can only get into when you are an adult, and also the municipalities can give can get the whole regulation where these special shops can be placed, which means not on the corner of a high school, and they have the whole ability to define where these special shops are located.
So clearly your organisation is concerned about certainly tobacco smoke still being in the environment and being used by young people that are taking up tobacco, but also a range of nicotine products as well.
Yeah.
So have you got a suggestion about what Scotland and the UK should do around nicotine pouches? Have you seen evidence that young people have started to use the pouches as well?
Yeah, well, as far as I understood, there is a debate in the UK whether it is wise to define e-cigarettes as a relatively safe choice when trying to quit smoking. And unfortunately, I must say that this is not according to scientific research. There is enough scientific research that are which is very convincing in the fact that also e-cigarettes are very, very harmful. I am a pediatrician myself, and I have seen teenagers being admitted in hospital at the ICU because of the harmful effects of e-cigarettes. So it is really, really, really harmful, and we should all in Europe, in the world, consider all nicotine products, whether they are in cigarettes or e-cigarettes or in vapes or in whatever product, should consider them all the same. It is in the interest of the tobacco industry that we have this debate. So it would be wonderful if we would not have this debate anymore. All nicotine products should be considered the same, and it should be considered very, very harmful, and it should be banned everywhere.
And have you seen the tobacco industry and their allies, whether at a Netherlands level or at an EU level, try to delay or distort regulations coming in for the extension of products?
For instance, in the Netherlands, we are also in the middle of a situation where we try to limit the locations where you are allowed to smoke either cigarettes or e-cigarettes or whatever, and especially the industry is trying to manipulate municipalities, to manipulate the government, but also regarding the places where you can buy it. Also there is a large lobby from the tobacco industry, where they claim, for instance, that thousands of shops will go bankrupt because of this phenomenon, which is fake news. But unfortunately, governments and municipalities think that it is not fake news, and so their lobby is very, very, very strong.
What would your message be to governments around the attempted influence from the tobacco companies and their allies?
In my opinion, there should be no connection whatsoever between any government, any municipality, and any relation with the tobacco industry. And we, as Longfonds, Long Foundation, for instance, we take very, very good care in what we call practice what you preach, where we very good define which banks or insurance companies have any relationship with any tobacco industry. If there is any relationship, we do not work with them, we do not talk with them, We ban them, and basically the government should do the same.
And on the other side of the coin, how important do you think it is that your own organisation in the Netherlands and Scotland and the UK are listened to by the governments of our countries to bring in and implement the strongest measures to restrict tobacco and related products?
Well, that's very interesting. There will be a COP, a Conference of Parties again in November. What would be really devastating is when at this COP there would be if there would be a disagreement, because this disagreement would be in the interest of the tobacco industry. So it would be very, very helpful if we could have a same agreement regarding the harmfulness of all nicotine products as a point of view from all European countries, both in EU and outside of EU, which means both the Netherlands and the UK, not only UK, Scotland, but also UK, England and Wales and Northern Ireland. If we could have all together the same idea, it would be wonderful, and that would be then we could make progress. If we are divided, it is in the interest of the tobacco industry.
Károly Illy, thank you very much for sharing your perspectives with us today. I much appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.